Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me again today, and this story is about Encrochat. As regular viewers will know, we've covered a lot of Encrochat arrests and convictions in the past few months since the police hacked the messaging application and used the conversations as evidence in court. In this episode, we're going to be actually reading extracts from messages in an Encrochat conspiracy involving millions of pounds worth of drugs. The first case in this episode is about Michael Townsend from Merseyside. He was named as Sacred Mask on Encrochat because everybody had their own identities that were different to their birth names. They said that he was brought down strictly from messages intercepted on Encrochat. Michael Townsend is the latest person to be jailed as a result of that, and it was a massive international police operation that targeted criminals who used the encryption service. The 26-year-old from Huyton was arrested in June 2020 after messages spoke about multi-kilo supplies of cannabis to different people. Townsend is believed to have made a significant amount of money by supplying the drugs to other dealers before his arrest. At Liverpool Crown Court on Tuesday, he was convicted of conspiracy to supply cannabis and acquire or possess criminal property. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison. And don't forget the other case we covered of James Duckworth, who was named Atomic Mantis and was exposed as the head of the UK distribution for a multi-million pound plot by Encrochat. Don't forget to check out that story as well. I'll leave a link in the description for that. And in the main story of this video, this guy's name was SnowEmu on Encrochat, and they said that he was one of the top rungs of drug dealers because he dealt in kilo blocks of cocaine and heroin. And all of this was exposed in court through messages on Encrochat. Unemployed Jordan Hughes had a lavish lifestyle due to the dirty money that he made from selling kilos of drugs. The dad of two drove a Mercedes SUV, and he planned to build a two-storey extension to his home and took his family on a 6-week summer holiday. All of this was funded by secret dealings with underworld crooks on the phone network Encrochat. His nickname was SnowEmu, and he traded in an estimated 15 kilos of Class A drugs during the time that the police were monitoring it. They realised that a lot of the figures in his group had names that were linked to Liverpool Football Club. One of them was Jurgen Never Stops and the other was Alison Becker. Police agencies hacked the Encrochat encryption network last year in order to expose crimes of gangsters and killers across Europe. And within days of the family returning from Spain, Hughes was raided in his home. Police arrested him and found $3,000 in cash, and Liverpool Crown Court said they found a series of conversations that he had as his alias SnowEmu on March the 30th and May the 20th last year. Charles Lander prosecuting set out how the conspirators described kilos of cocaine as tops and kilos of heroin as bottoms. On March the 30th, SnowEmu sent a message to an Encrochat user called Lawless Fly. They said that they had a close relationship through Encrochat, and SnowEmu said that there was a couple of tops there, and Lawless Fly replied, "How much?" And he answered, 40. He said discount prices because you're bro. Police drugs expert Stephen Buckley said this showed that SnowEmu suggested he could source 2 kilos of cocaine at 40 a kilo. On April the 14th, the pair spoke again. SnowEmu told Lawless Fly that he needs 2 tops now. SnowEmu replied, "Are they 37s?" And Lawless Fly said, "I think so, yeah." SnowEmu said, "Can pass him most of the money now and the rest of it will be tomorrow." 13 seconds later, presumably having spoken to somebody else, SnowEmu said, "I've got it done, cash." And Lawless Fly said 26 quid. Mr. Buckley said SnowEmu was paying 26 grand up front for a kilo of cocaine, and the remainder was on credit to be paid tomorrow. On April the 16th, SnowEmu spoke to another Encrochat user, Jurgen Never Stops, and he asked him about a kilo of cocaine, saying what price. Jurgen said 37 cause you bro. 37 and cause you bro, suggesting they had traded before, before SnowEmu said, "Can he grab it, the kid?" Mr. Buckley said, "Grab means a reference to collection of the drugs for sale." Within 10 minutes of the conversation ending, SnowEmu spoke with Lawless Fly and told him the drugs were getting gripped, which means collecting. SnowEmu spoke with another Encrochat user, Bushyhead, and sent him a picture of a kilo of heroin, as they went on to discuss the supply for 14 grand. The next day, on April the 17th, SnowEmu messaged Lawless Fly about obtaining a kilo of heroin, and they also discussed cocaine. SnowEmu told Lawless Fly, "Get a bottom," which is heroin, and checked out if Gary was right and he'd done one now and he could make a drink on it, £500 profit. Lawless Fly then informed SnowEmu that he'd finished the top, which was cocaine, and that he needed more. On April the 20th, SnowEmu spoke to another Encrochat user called WayVotter. When he said that he'd been doing a couple of tops and bottoms, which is cocaine and heroin, and added "spin them on yourself, sell them on," he sent him pictures of the blocks of heroin, and WayVotter said the price and how much bots, and that means bottoms, and SnowEmu replied 14. WayVotter asked for the price on the tops and he said 37. WayVotter then said, "I got a few bots, can you do?" And Emu said, "Yeah, can send a pic and look." Before they exchanged photos depicting the blocks of heroin, SnowEmu asked WayVotter what they were like, and WayVotter replied, "Sound." And SnowEmu told him, "Just send pics on to my pal." WayVotter informed SnowEmu that his mate was selling heroin at 15 grand a kilo, but gave it to him for 14 and that he has 3 of them. On April the 28th, SnowEmu to Lawless Fly asked him how much are the tops, and SnowEmu said, "Sweet mate, just text him." Jurgen Never Stops informs SnowEmu that he would send a picture and said they were bouters and good high quality and were 36.5. SnowEmu reported back to Lawless Fly and said that the price had been quoted as 36.5, and Lawless Fly said, "Do they swill?" Mr. Buckley, the prosecution, said that swill means do they convert from cocaine to crack. SnowEmu replied that he would ask, and the following day he spoke to Lawless Fly again, who sent him a picture of a kilo of cocaine. SnowEmu said it looks nice, and Lawless Fly questioned its quality and said that it looked a bit chalky. On May the 9th, Lawless Fly messaged SnowEmu and said he needs another top if there's any about, and later that day let me know if I can put a drink on it again. Within 3 minutes of the conversation ending, SnowEmu spoke to WayVotter, who informed him that he can get the top. WayVotter said hopefully get it tomorrow, and then spoke about the money they were making, as WayVotter boasted that he had had the best 6 weeks in 15 years. On May the 19th, SnowEmu spoke to another Encrochat user with the name Alison Becker. When SnowEmu informed him that his mate had a kilo of cocaine last week, Mr. Buckley said they discussed the price of cocaine and also different products. Mr. Buckley said that he noted the hierarchy of the drug supply. Any person sourcing kilos would be considered the top rung. Mr. Lander said in one chat with Jurgen Never Stops, Hughes talked about the fact that he built his own house. Inquiries revealed that he had a planning application for a 2-storey side and near extension. Mr. Lander said along with Hughes owning a Mercedes GLE 250, the defendant and his partner and young children also went on holiday to Spain. Hughes admitted conspiracy to supply cocaine and heroin and had 2 previous convictions for perverting the course of justice and producing cannabis. The judge jailed him for 12 years and said the consequences are now you are separated from your family and your 2 children for a considerable amount of time. So I thought this was a really interesting story to actually give an insight into what is really going on the streets and in relation to what they are discovering from Encrochat, because a lot of people keep messaging me saying, why are people keep using Encrochat? And that's the thing, is that nobody is using Encrochat anymore. These are cases that they are following up from when they intercepted the millions of messages. This could be going on for a long time, and it definitely won't be the last time that we do a case about Encrochat. So I really appreciate you joining me today. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.
This is an amazing moment, I think, for UK policing and UK law enforcement. Thanks to our partners in the National Crime Agency and internationally, we have been able to hit the most senior levels of organised crime.